What's good? It's Chigozy. Monday, March 23rd, 2020 at 4:37 p.m. Bethany Brunner, in 2020, BB Wuhan 22 is posting at the 37th minute of the hour, virus equals 37 in Gematria. Coronavirus, what will enforcement of stay-at-home order look like? Order equals 33 like Corona. This is a police state. Oh, the state of Ohio is definitely a police state. I've been saying this for years. This is nothing new. So that's why I'm reading this. This is to hold everyone accountable. The state of Ohio. I'm gonna read this article, and at the end of it, when this whole thing's over, we'll see if this shit actually happened. We'll see how harassed people were from the police. When Ohioans are ordered to stay at home, who will stop them from unnecessarily going outside? It's a question that remains unanswered as the order goes into effect Tuesday. Governor Mike DeWine said Monday he expected law officers to use their judgment, as they do in every other part of their job, to enforce the order issued by the state health director. The shelter-in-place requirement lasts through at least April 6th and includes exceptions for such things as work at essential businesses and going to grocery stores, restaurants with takeout, pharmacies, healthcare, weddings, and funerals. So the shelter-in-place requirement lasts through at least April 6th because in Gematria, virus equals 46. Every day, they make decisions about how they enforce a law and what they need to do, DeWine said. This will be no different. They will make those decisions. We fully expect police will be talking to that person and say, hey, what's going on? And we will hope that the person would get it and activity would cease. And then here's the Columbus Dispatch just upselling their nonsense, their propaganda, saying, oh, we're giving you some free shit right now, but please still give us some money at subscribe.dispatch.com so we can keep giving you fake news, bullshit propaganda from the Freemasons, from the federal government. Violation of the order is a second-degree misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a $750 fine. So again, this is a New World Order. New World Order does equal 75. But that's not even the point here. It's straight up a police state. Again, you have no fucking freedom. This is never a free country. This is not a free state. You're a fucking slave to this one world order. That's why if you go outside and they deem that you're in violation, you're going to have to give them more of your tokens back and you're going to jail. The governor said he did not think arrests were likely, particularly as jails around the state are seeking to reduce populations to reduce the risk of the virus within their facilities. Let's look at the jail numbers later on in the month. I wouldn't be surprised if they increase. The Ohio Attorney General's office said that because it is a health order, all enforcement guidelines would need to come from the Ohio Department of Health. The Department of Health did not respond to requests for comment by the Dispatch's press time. On their website, the health department said essential functions will remain in place and there will be no enforcement of the order by the Ohio National Guard. Ohio Director of Health Dr. Amy Acton said Monday that her staff needs to be focused on battling the coronavirus and urged residents and businesses to abide by the order. I need my team focused on taking care of the sick, she said. I don't need them having to worry about the order, so we can focus on the crisis at hand. Columbus City Attorney Zach Klein said he does not anticipate many people being cited as a result of the order and very few, if any, arrests. Klein said his office has talked with the Columbus Division of Police about educating residents about the order and said officers have not had people be defined. It is an education first, citation second approach, he said. So if you find yourself in that situation, you should be educating them about Event 201 and this agenda that they are waging out. Of course, in a way to not get yourself in, don't be a dick about it, of course. Use it as an opportunity to educate them because a lot of these police are also ignorant to the agenda. They're not all high-ranking 33rd-degree Master Freemasons. Franklin County Sheriff's Office spokesperson Mark Goffstein said the department has worked with the prosecutor's office to determine how enforcement should work. We are not going to pull people over simply to ask where they're going or what they're doing, he said. Gostein said deputies will continue to enforce traffic violations. The object of the game is to make sure people are safe. Klein also said his office has reminded police that the Constitution still applies. Of course, you have to remind the police that because it's just a fucking piece of paper to these people because it's just an agenda. They don't give a fuck about it. They're here to rule over, all by the code. There's no way of knowing the intent of someone driving from one place to another, he said. This isn't a time for law enforcement to ask where they're going. This is a big one. I'm sure that a lot of this bullshit's going to happen. A lot of these fuckers are going to exercise their martial law, their at least in their mind, exercise their let me just be a police asshole and use my power while I can. This is a limited time opportunity to really show them who can tell them what to do. So watch out for those fuckers. Staff Lieutenant Craig Svetan of the Ohio Highway Patrol says troopers will continue to work to keep the roadway safe and will not be doing specific coronavirus enforcement. They will remain highly visible and will not be stopping motorists for the sole purpose of determining compliance with the stay-at-home order, Svetan said. Troopers will use discretion while educating motorists they come into contact with about the importance of complying with the stay-at-home order. Tracy Whitted, spokesman for the Delaware County Sheriff's Office, said the office will not be conducting checkpoints or any other deliberate targeting or seeking out violators. I'm gonna read this paragraph one more time because when they actually do this shit, that's what I'm making this video. They're saying they're not gonna do all this bullshit, and then when they do, we've caught it here and documented them saying what they're not gonna do. These are a bunch of 113 liars. Tracy Whited, spokeswoman for the Delaware County Sheriff's Office, said the office will not be conducting checkpoints or any other deliberate targeting or seeking out of violators. Whited said the sheriff's office is asking employers to provide employees with a letter saying they are essential and work for an essential business to make sure there is no confusion if any interaction were to take place. Employees are also asked to carry the letter in their work ID. Just more bullshit documents to have for the fucking police when they harass you. It's stupid. And Delaware County, because I've had videos exposing these people. These people put out rituals by the numbers. They are absolutely the Freemasons carrying out the Kabbalah code. If there's any sort of nonsense, it would be up there. So, that's it. This is probably a boring video for all, or not for all, but for those who aren't really into this. But again, for anyone who just wants to see how this police state shit's rolling out, and again, it's to document them saying what they're not going to do. Oh, don't worry, it won't be da-da-da-da. But then we see a lot of instances of this. We have it on video of the shit that they're saying. You know what I'm saying? So here to see the red and blue pills of Freemasonry. These are the Freemasons. This is their stuff. Mike equals 70, like coronavirus. We have Mike the Wine. One more time, April 6th is when the shelter in place will last through at least. Notice they're using the word at least because they're probably going to extend it. And the date they're extended to would be by this pattern. You know what I mean? It'd be by this pattern. It could be until May 6th. Coronavirus 56, pandemic 65. So, yeah, again, if I'm going to close this video, but I hope if you're bored from this one, guess just wait for the next video. It'll be a bit more exciting. But we have to document this shit. It's kind of important. Peace out.